a recap of what happened in the first part of the season, and an interview with a familiar face. My name is AJ Velasco, and you're tuning in to UST's premier sports show, The Frontrunners. The first semester of the season boasted championships left, right, and center, as UST reigned supreme in 3 tournaments. Both the table tennis and beach volleyball squads dominated the opposition on their way to the promised land. Meanwhile, the Junior Golden Sox ended their fairy tale run by unseating Ateneo en route to their second title in 3 years. The UST Woodpushers and the UST Tiger Sharks also bagged awards, much to the delight of the Thomasian community. Taekwondo and badminton, on the other hand, had a tough season, with the Pumsejans failing to reach the top 3 for the first time. Meanwhile, the UST Golden Shuttlers succumbed to a 5th place finish. And finally, we have our men's and women's basketball teams who gave it their all, but just fell short of claiming the crown against the heavy favorites, the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the NU Lady Bulldogs. The Irebu-led Golden Tigers gave it their all, but just wasn't enough to match the talent of the Lady Bulldogs, who were last beaten back in 2013. On the other hand, it was the unexpected run by the Growling Tigers that captured the hearts of the UAP fans. An exciting playstyle along with charismatic figures such as Renzo Subido, Renz Abando, Solomon Chabio, Mark Nonoy, and CJ Cancino were enough to have the Growling Tigers as one of the crowd favorites in the tournament. Led by a combination of seasoned veterans and fearless youngsters, the Growling Tigers bested the star-studded lineup of the UP Fighting Maroons, who had a twice-the-beat advantage to set up a finals match against Ateneo. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be, as the Blue Eagles dominated the Tigers in 2 games to win its three-peat and become the first team to ever go 16-0 in the men's basketball tournament. The good thing though, we got to see the bright future of the Growling Tigers led by Coach Alden I himself. The rebuilding stage is done, guys. The Mashans are gifted by this core that will undoubtedly challenge for the title in years to come. And that is it for our first recap, so huge shout out to the athletes who performed their hearts out in the first stint of the season. Coming up next, guys, BAILEYS ACOT will be joining us for a special interview, so guys, we'll be right back. Back, guys. Joining us today is NU Bulldogs courtside reporter and a proud Thomasian, Mr. BAILEYS ACOT.
What's up?
What's up with you, bro?
Thank you for having me,
Are you okay?
It's different being on the other end of
like being a courtside reporter for the NU Bulldogs. So how's that feeling? Na ano lang, I think overview of being a courtside reporter overall.
Okay, so being a courtside reporter is actually very hard. It's not as easy as you think. We don't have a script. We do everything ourselves. We interview the players. We report with everything, with all the info and all the stories that we want to tell you guys. And representing NU naman, it's quite an experience because it's different. The culture is different, but personally, I love the community, and it's a privilege overall.
Yeah,
it's a privilege.
like what you said earlier, bro. Hindi madali yung trabaho mo. Because before, I was doing an internship sa Sports TV5, and then I got assigned sa mga courtside reporter kila Carla Lizardo, mga ganun. When I was asking them questions, how do you do your job? Kasi you guys don't have scripts.
We don't.
So, kung ano yung bibigay na story, kung ano yung trending nung time na yun, dun sila bubuo ng story.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard kasi you have to do your research, and then kailangan sakto talaga yung story mo, and kung kailan papasok.
True.
Kasi, kayo pumapasok kayo, most of the time, first quarter, tas before halftime, after halftime, mga ganun. Talagang, it's not that easy.
It's not a joke.
Exactly. Lalo na, kung for example, at least ikaw, I know you have a background sa basketball, pero paano pag wala kang background sa basketball, diba? Sobrang hirap nun mag-adjust. In real time, like, okay, I don't even know this guy personally. Yun, nakasama ko siya sa training, pero pagdating dun, it's different. The terms, exactly.
Yes.
So, as much as people think that it's easy showing your face on TV all the time, it's actually really hard. And I admire that. I respect that.
And being here, I respect this guy too.
I love this. I love this guy. But before that, I mean after that, we have to talk about the UAP. You know, sadly it got canceled. Yeah, it was supposed to be this Saturday. I was excited to see your face there back again. But sadly, it had to be postponed until the next coming months. So, what are your thoughts about the cancellations of the games, dude?
Sorry. Cancellation of the games, it's quite It's sad for everyone. It's not something that we all were expecting, but because yun nga of the coronavirus, it's all for the safety of everyone. And am I heard? I'm heard. Okay, hello. It's for the safety of everyone, and yun nga. I feel sad for the teams kasi they all were excited about it. I mean, us were just on the sidelines. Although, as much as we want to report for them, we're not the ones playing. We're just the storytellers. And yeah, it's kind of sad for me, but on a science coach's perspective, parang para sa akin, as a sports management person, yes. Hello, FAA community. Kasi these coaches, these teams, parang they follow a specific workout plan towards parang
season.
when they're gonna peak, which is season time. So
ito yung pa-condition nila.
Oh, exactly, in layman's term. Eh yun nga, na-move lahat yun. So pati yung workout plan nila lahat, parang yung
adjusted.
All, oh, exactly.
So medyo nasira talaga lahat ng schedules.
It did. So parang yun nga, it's for them to also take care of their bodies kasi yun yung parang puhunan nila. So yun yung sad part about it also, another perspective towards it.
Pero since cancelled ng UAP games, anong ginagawa mo naman, Bailey? Siyempre, wala kang masyadong ginagawa ngayon kasi cancelled eh. Ano ba pinaggagawa mo, bro?
Ngayon, bro, ano ba ginagawa ko? Kaka-Valentine's lang eh.
Yan.
Ano ba ginagawa ko? Siyempre, unang-una nag-aaral.
Okay.
Diba?
Okay.
Nag-aaral.
Nag-aaral ulit.
Nag-aaral ulit. Magaling ka dun. Ano ba ginagawa ko?
How do you prepare for the season?
Actually, before i-announce before i-announce yung coronavirus suspension for the UAP, I just finished marking my calendar that day. It was so sad. And the day before that, I just visited NU for the men's team and the volleyball team, women's team. Kasi for your information, we are now covering both men's and women's teams. So please, do abangan. Pero hindi ko parang kailan. Pero yun nga, I've been visiting them. Yun yung inatupag ko nun.
Yeah.
Ngayon,
Getting to know the players.
yes, exactly. Pero ngayon, so parang I've been visiting them. So, nag-aaral lang talaga ako.
That's nice. That's nice to hear. Pero Bailey, we've been talking about NU the whole time. Pero what makes NU unique compared to UST? Kasi you've only been there for almost 6 months for last season and for this season, diba? So, alam naman natin you're a proud Tamasha. Pero what makes NU unique, bro?
Okay. NU is unique. How? Besides the fact that NU also has good food like us around the area. How do I put this, man? This is a very hard on-the-spot question. Let me think. So,
Okay. Pero parang ano lang sa akin, UST has a very big community, but NU is just a medyo, okay, real talk, they're smaller than us when in terms to
They are.
population. Pero what I see from them, they're always intact. That little population is always intact. Like, may game, laging puno rin yung games pag NU ang kalaban. Kahit medyo masama yung season pero last year, it was actually a good season sa NU.
It was.
Pero most of the time, they lost by just buzzer beaters, 1 point, overtime. So medyo malas lang din.
Updated ka.
Yeah. And then, syempre, the great Dave Ildefonso, who sadly, has,
Still transferred out that.
went back to his home turf. But you guys still have a good team, and Sean Ildefonso. I mean, hindi to, basta-basta magpapatalo lang. But yeah, that's what I
think. I think the something to connect to that was when we were interviewed for the score. How will the National University, why are they going to reach the Final Four? This is like way before like the first round pa. And I said because they were a family. So I think it's not as unique as it is with us naman sa UST. Pero parang yun nga, with what you said, although it's a tinier population than us, parang they're still intact, and to them, they're also supportive, and honestly, they're so loving, bro. They're so accommodating.
I can tell.
When I got there. Everyone was so welcoming, so yeah, man, I just love NU too.
Okay, so all things have to come to an end, especially this interview. But one last thing. What are your final expectations for the NU volleyball teams and the UST volleyball teams?
Expectations, Josh. My expectation is for both teams to reach the finals. And, yeah, dude.
Kayang-kaya nga, actually.
Who else do I want to see in the finals, man? UST and then...
Sino ba inaabangan mo sa NU?
Inaabangan ko sa NU yung pagbabalik ni Risa Sato, the team captain, because she stopped for a year. And then, skip that 1 year now. She's playing her final year and the team captain, and she also plays like professional. So it's a big boost for the team. So UST naman, babalik naman si EJ Laure.
Yes.
My seatmate, classmate. Sipag din mag-aaral yan.
Okay, shout out to you, EJ. And that concludes our interview, but hang on, guys, we're not done yet with Bailey's. So we'll have a little game to test his UAP knowledge here, guys, so stay tuned. And we are back, Tigers. So right now, we're gonna play a little game with Bailey. So this is called Guess the Athlete. So yung mga athletes natin dito, it's mostly from UST and from NU, since our boy is from a proud Tamasian, but also a courtside reporter for the NU Bulldogs. So guys, why don't we start it? Ready ka na ba?
The photos. Kaya yan. Let's go.
Kaya yan. Are you guys ready?
Bring it. Tiger TV.
Makikihula din ba dito?
Oh, bulong mo sa akin. Kasi
Sige. I got you. Okay, who is that?
classmate yan, si Grace. Grace Irebu.
Okay, kunwari mo siya
Grace.
hindi niya alam.
Hindi, nakalimutan yung first name niya.
Okay, this is...
Oh my dear goodness. She is a very tall volleyball player from NU.
Yeah, I think that's Jaja, no?
That is Jaja. Okay, Santiago. Nice, nice.
Okay, next picture. So he has 2 out of 2.
Ay,
Yan.
si ano yan? Paano nun?
Yung Rookie of the Year dati.
Sino yun? Yung Laure ba? Si Aya Laure. Rookie of the Year.
Soon to be MVP?
Soon to be MVP. I can't be biased. I can't be biased.
How about this girl?
Si Shucks, what is her name? I forgot. Basta NU star. What is her name? Help me out here.
Oh my God! We're gonna find out later. Okay, another question. Let's go. Ay, ito.
Si Jeric Teng. Yes, the brother of Jeron, a former Tamasian. Yes, grabe.
Pero sobrang legend yun niya, actually.
Magaling. Saan siya ngayon? Sa MPBL.
MPBL siya. San Juan.
Yes.
Pero alam mo yung grabe yung legend career ni dito eh. Jeric
He
Teng.
did bring them to the finals.
2 straight times against Ateneo and against yun nga. So another question, let's go guys. Ay, ito.
Si ano yan, Jordan Clarkson. Si Bobby Ray Parks Jr.
Yes, who doesn't know this guy? I believe he's staying with Talk and Text for 1 more year. Actually, 1 more year.
The lefty. Si Boom Boom Pau Pacres. Sa joke ko lang Pau. Dim Pacres. Yeah, good friend.
Seatmate din? Ay, ito.
Si ano yan? Si Mr. Race the Roof.
Danny Ildefonso.
Kind man.
Kind ba?
Kind.
Pero pag naging coach mo, medyo strict na.
Kaya magaling players niya kaya magaling anak niya
How about this guy?
Aljun Mariano, tama ba?
Yeah, that's Aljun.
Mariano,
plays for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. So, I think Bailey's did really well, guys.
That's it? Okay. Thank you very much. Wala bang score? Para anong prize ko?
Actually, he got like 9 out of 10. I was counting with my head. I'm kind of smart with it sometimes.
Good job.
Yeah, okay. He got 9 out of 10, and the one mistake was understandable, guys. So don't worry. He's gonna find out who those people are when he goes back to NU and asks his friends about it. Like, who is this legend? Right?
Yun nga. And speaking of legend, kasi I just forgot her name, but NU. What's this? Shucks.
NU has the Lady Bulldogs hasn't lost since 2013
for like 80 plus games. So. Yeah, that's why it's not that it's a bad thing that I don't really am engaged to them, but it's just like another perspective that I don't really have to know anymore because they're that good. So that's why.
Or beast as they come,
They are.
So before we leave you guys, so you have any final thoughts, comments, dude? Like you want to give shout outs to anyone? I mean, I know you don't need to give anyone shout outs, but may gusto ko sabihin.
Besides the shout-out kay AJ. What's this? Thank you, Tiger TV, for having me. It's been a very long time and I've missed this place so much. It feels like home to me. It's very close to my heart. And shout-out to Mama Faye. What's up? And please do watch the upcoming UAP Season 82 volleyball games, both men's and women's. And please do support
of course, you're gonna support UST and yun na rin, please.
Kapit-bahay
See you
din
in the
natin
games.
yun,
Yes, I'll see you in the games.
Next time pag walang games, you should have a commentary here. Because we usually do commentaries for the games. So why don't you drop by sometime?
For sure, anytime, guys.
That
Just
sounds
give me a
really
call.
good. So guys, that wraps it up for today's show. Thank you once again for tuning in. My name is AJ Velasco, calling out the final play of the game exclusively here on the USC's premier sports show, The Frontrunners. Thanks, guys.